And we are going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is going on? My name is Ben, and welcome to another episode of my daily vlog, where I strive to inspire you to achieve your goals and therefore your dreams. How are you? Happy Monday. Today it's been a nice day for us, very quiet, and it's a Monday, so Mondays are kind of if you have a 9 to 5. So I understand everybody, because I used to have a 9 to 5 and now I do have a 9 to 5, but it's more enjoyable because I am a stay-at-home dad. So being with my girls is definitely the best job in the world that I could imagine. I say the best job because it is still a job. Some days are better than others, but I feel very lucky that I have the privilege to raise my daughters. So that's it. I wanted to tell you a story today, and so then we can talk about a specific advice I have for you today. And the story is from from a YouTube channel. This guy's host, his name is Tom Bilyeu, and he is a motivational speaker. I will leave you a link to his channel in the descriptions below. And he is a really, really, really hardworking man who made, I was checking before I started the show, 500 and something videos and great interviews. He has a really nice studio, and I'm not sure where the studio is built, but I think he built it around his house. I remember in one video he was talking about building it, and it's beautiful. And he's been shooting interviews with very, very smart people for years now. So I highly recommend you check out his channel, and there's a lot of good advice. He's one of my mentors of the day. Maybe I can refer to him. I'll leave you a link, and I will say mentor of the day, Tom Bilyeu. So anyway, in one of his episodes, one of the guests was telling him a story about visiting your parents, and this applies, I think, to everybody, but I will say that if you're an adult, this maybe applies to you more than a kid who is 5 years old. But anyway, it could apply to anybody, but mostly to older people. And what I mean about older people around my age, I'm 40, so let's say if you're 25 or around, between 25 and 50, I think most people this advice could apply to. And he was asking Tom, who's the host of this show, so in the last 3 years, how many times have you seen your parents? And he was thinking about it, and his parents, they are also in the United States, but on a different state. And he said, well, I think I saw them twice a year in the last 3 years. So that's 6 times in the last 3 years. So the guest was saying, well, if you think about how old is your dad, and let's say he was 25, I'm sorry, let's say he was 75, I don't remember, but let's say it was 75, and the average man lives to 75 or 78, whatever. So let's say 78 for the sake of this example. He was saying, well, if in the last 3 years you saw your dad 6 times, twice a year, in the next 3 years until he dies, let's say he dies at 78, like most, but in this one, you will not see him again. So the point was to go and see your parents more often. So have them come to see you, or go see them more often, and think about that, and it's I think it's really true. I think about that when I think about my own parents. My dad, he's 83. I think he's 83 or 82, and I think about that, and I've been making an effort to go see him more often. Last time I went to see him was boy, I think it was like 4 or 5 months ago. So, hopefully I'm going to see him again this year, and I'm going to try to go see him more often. But anyway, that's kind of the advice. If you have parents, elderly parents, they don't live nearby, go see them more often, because, you don't want to regret having the opportunity and then you lost the chance to share more time with them. And that's it. Now I'm going to move to read you a segment of Chapter 7 of Masterplan Your Success, the book I wrote for my kids. And the segment I have for you today, it's called BadGood and GoodBad. There is no good or bad. There is only perception. This Stoic philosophy was later echoed by William Shakespeare. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. There is no good if, for example, your child dies at a very early age for any reason. But you get the point. Shape, contour, and aim your perception to the positive possibilities with realism, never with fatalism or stupidity. Loss and adversity could be really freeing, and sometimes that's just what's needed for you to pursue your true path. Some loss, for instance, a divorce or a breakup, can ultimately sometimes be a positive thing. So let me know what you think about that, if you agree, if you disagree. But basically what I'm saying is sometimes, let's say you have a safe 9 to 5 job that you are afraid to lose because you have bills to pay, and someday for whatever reason they are closing the company, they fire you. You didn't do anything wrong, they fire you. But sometimes that adversity could lead you to actually follow your dream or open a new business, the business that you always wanted to open. So, keep that in mind. And of course, the other thing I want to say is yes, I know that they're talking about perception, but let me tell you, if one of my kids die, there's nothing in the world that's going to make me feel better, for a while, maybe for my entire life. And there are no positives on an extreme experience like that one. Just want to make that clear, because this applies to most things, but not absolutely everything. And now I'm going to read you a quote from the back of Masterplan Your Success, where I do have a collection of personal quotes. And the quote that I have for you tonight reads, "It's from quantity where we find quality, but it's not from quality where we find quantity." So let me know what you think in the comments below. If you agree, if you disagree, I would love to start the conversation with you and share ideas and hopefully help each other. And that is all that I have for you tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time. And if you like this video, please give it a like. Your likes really do help me so much. It helps my channel so much. All the stats on my channel goes up, and I really do appreciate them. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. And if you want notifications, hit that bell and you will be getting a notification every time I upload a new video or every time I'm going live, like right now. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them as soon as possible. Typically the very next day, unless I need to research my answer, in which case it might take me a little longer, but I will reply to you as soon as I can. And again, thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow night. Good night.